Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we are going to take a deep dive into the upcoming super full moon lunar eclipse that's occurring on September 17th or 18th, depending on where you live in the world. So we're going to take a look at each life path number to see how these energies could affect you in the months that follow. Remember that an eclipse opens us up to a storyline or a new chapter that will likely unfold over the coming 6 months to a year. So this is a progressive energy that we'll be working with, but at the time of the eclipse, we should have a pretty good indication of what that storyline is. This particular eclipse, I love the energy that we're going to be working with. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very supportive. So I'm really looking forward to breaking down each life path number. One thing that I wanted to introduce with this moon reading is the animal wisdom messages, but they're going to be a little bit different than what I do for the month ahead. What I wanted to do is for the illumination is offer sort of a mantra word that you can use that's going to be driven by one of the animal spirits that come through. So it's not going to be quite as detailed as the month ahead animal wisdom messages, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring those in as well. And what better time to start than a super full moon lunar eclipse? Yay! Before we get into it, if you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. For some reason, with the algorithm, a lot of times the only way you're going to know if I release a video is if you've hit the bell, and then you'll be sure to be notified when that video is released. The other thing is, of course, this is a general forecast. So if you want to take a look at your own personal numerology to get the best idea for how these vibrations and, your own personal numerology are working for you, then the best way to do that is, of course, to have a reading, and you can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below if you choose to do that. Okay, enough housekeeping. Let's get into it. Life path number 8. So for this eclipse, you're going to be working with the vibration of the 25/7. So this is the potential for a new job, for a new creative endeavor or creative enterprise that can all be on the horizon for you now. And remember, this is an eclipse, so it'll likely be a storyline that will unfold in progression. So you might not know, or you might not see anything right around the time of the eclipse, but it's likely that something is going to open up for you over the coming months that could really excite you, could really bring a lot of excitement and change to your circumstances. And it could be significant changes within your relationships, just in your life in general, because you've got that strong vibration of the 5 and the 25/7. So, you could be moving locations at this time. You could be, and this could be unexpected change or expected change. But really when we're working with a 5, it's that unexpected lightning bolt kind of awareness or change that has the potential to disrupt, our current sort of path. And it doesn't have to be, again, a negative thing. It can be quite exhilarating and really exciting. So you might get an opportunity over the next 6 months to a year where you kind of have to pick up and move overseas or, move out of state or whatever. And, there can be a lot within that process, of course, but there's also this element of like excitement and exploration and it really gets the blood pumping, so to speak. And, it could also be for some of you, because you've got that vibration of the 2, it could also be about meeting new people, like a new relationship, could come into your experience, and you might choose to move locations for that. It doesn't necessarily have to be about moving, but there is some kind of potential shift or change that can be quite disruptive to the way that you're currently experiencing life. So yeah, kind of pay attention to that. But again, there's this level of excitement. So it doesn't feel like it's going to come in and you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I've got to kind of figure everything out now and it feels awful, etc. It really does feel like there's this opportunity for you to really throw yourself into this experience of life and get so much out of it. And I say that mostly because, not only because of the 5, but because of the 7. When we have that 7 vibration and we move through that cycle, it's really helping us to tune into truly, truly, truly what it is that we want, right? And then when we couple that with the 5, there's some kind of change around what we want, right? Either, again, there's some kind of shift where it's moving us closer to that direction or in that direction. But also with this, you're poised for success, right? And that's the other reason why I say this feels like a really good positive shift. And success being whatever success is for you, right? So this new job, this new creative endeavor, this new relationship, whatever, has the potential to bring a lot of fulfillment and success into your life. But it is going to require some kind of shift, some kind of abrupt change. And it could also just be in your belief systems, right? Which can feel disruptive in their own right when, we're being forced to kind of change them. So you could be, said, I'm never going to date again. And then something comes in or someone comes in and changes that whole dynamic where now, you're getting married in 3 months or something. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of vibration. So it's really helping you to try to sort of get to the truth of who you are and what you want, and moving you towards continuing to make decisions that will move you in that direction. But because we have that 5 vibration, it's like that lightning bolt. Like it's a quick change, right? It's something that comes in, lifts you up, and moves you forward at an accelerated pace type of thing. So I would anticipate that things will start to move very, very quickly with whatever this is once it comes in. I would say to definitely be mindful of how you choose to share that success with others. And I say that because you're an 8, right? There's always got to be that integrity with the 8 when it comes to any kind of success. So anything that comes in for you at this time, especially if it's very physical, like money, resource, power, influence, etc., be very mindful about how you circulate that success and that abundance. Make sure that you're sharing it in a way that is not only serving you, but is serving others. And that will sort of solidify you being able to continue to circulate that, right? Have it come in and then send it back out, right? It'll come in, send it back out type of thing, in a way where your needs are being met, but you're also serving others in a way that is, again, circulating that energy. And that will help you to step into your own vibration of the 8 with all this going on. This is a great energy for greater clarity, for finding greater confidence. Whatever you initiate now will absolutely require great strength, and it won't necessarily be handed over, right? And that's what I mean when I say like there's a process to whatever this is. So again, you might get the job, and then you have to go through the process of selling the house or finding a house over wherever you're moving or whatever, and really quite literally like uprooting your life and starting over type of thing in a new area, right? And that can be really scary and really challenging, and it can call in your for you to pull from your inner strength, but it can also be really exciting and really invigorating and really sort of light you up and reignite hope in certain areas of your life. So there's so much that goes with this vibration. And for some of you, again, it doesn't have to be that drastic. It can really be about taking a closer look at your mindset and where it is that your mindset is actually holding you back from achieving what it is that you've set your mind to achieve. But clarity, confidence, all coming in at this time or have the potential to. So you might find that you're put in positions that help you to step into greater confidence and find that greater clarity at this time. But you're definitely the key player, right? It's not going to just be handed over. You've got to be the strategic mastermind behind whatever all of this is that comes in to make it work, right? It's interesting because for you all, your animal wisdom message for this eclipse is the dragonfly. And it's interesting because a lot of times we equate the dragonfly with like change, but really the word or the mantra sort of coming in for you all at this time is balance. And I think that actually fits beautifully with this vibration because it is like a fast moving energy, the 25/7, and it can be disruptive in a lot of ways, not necessarily in a negative way. It just means that things will likely be uprooted that you're going to have to figure out how to make it work and make it fit and et cetera, et cetera. So balance is going to be key. Keep coming back to center, making sure that you are not burning the candle at all ends. You are not getting too, et cetera, et cetera. Wherever you are going to need balance over the next 6 months to a year is where that focus needs to be. So balance, balance, balance. I hope it's a great one, 8s. Take care. Bye for now.